could be in that space. In other words, like, most of what these A&Rs and house Negro guys do for these kids is basically give them access to things that should no longer need access.
Yes, guys, man. Right about now, we're taking a look at the Honestly Speaking podcast with Trina. Special shout out to Trina, man. She puts on some serious podcast, bro. And none of this fugazi shit. It's, get me, proper content, proper substance, and things that we can take away and learn. Do you get what I'm saying? Not just sitting and watching people on a screen downplay black women or pop people down. You know, we can actually learn something from Trina's podcast, bro. So shout out to Trina, man. She sat down with none other than Mike GLC. Yes, bro, big Mike GLC. Shout out to Mike GLC, bro. For those who don't know who Mike GLC is a legend when it comes to UK rap. He was an innovator. He was like a guy that done many firsts. You get me? He had offices in central London, Hatton Gardens, whenever, like, you get me, when rap, really and truly, UK rap weren't even really on the main stage. Like, these guys was setting levels, bro. My man had street teams. I remember seeing him in Leicester. All over the country, you used to see Mike GLC selling CDs. Like, he was one of the first in the UK to start doing things on a corporate level. So when Mike GLC speaks, man need to listen, innit? And it was on this, he was basically on the podcast, he was talking about how the whole game is a fraud, bro. Do you get me? It's a fraud. Record labels are preying on our black youth. They're preying on people out of our culture. They're misleading them. They're manipulating their way into artists' lives and into artists' career by giving them false hope, false promises, and basically creating a job title that don't need to be there. But I'm going to let Mike GLC take it away, man, and we're going to come back and break it down, man. You get me? Guys, make sure you get in the comments for this one. I want to see you guys in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and, you know, let's go up together, man. But let's get into this, guys. Let's go.
Could be in that space. In other words, like, most of what these A&Rs and house Negro guys do for these kids is basically give them access to things that should no longer need access. Does this make sense? For me to distribute you and get you out there the same way a record label should, and because I'm your manager, that should no longer exist, bro. Technology doesn't even warrant that no more.
No. But it's just an extra layer.
But this
now
is what
that's
they're doing
removed.
to manipulate these kids and then saying they're businessmen and talking about A&Rs and subsidiaries and all that. All they're doing is saving who's ever at the label the trip to the youth's house. That's it.
You know, if you think about that, it couldn't really be further from the truth, because really and truly, if you think about it, what he's saying is that like managers and A&Rs and all that now, they're not really needed like that. Like, that's really and truly a fabricated job in this day and age, because technology now, you can market yourself at the click of a button now. But that's where the gatekeeping comes into it, because these are the things that the higher ups won't teach these younger artists to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where they can finesse them with, you need a manager because you need to be able to do this, this, and this. When really and truly, all they need is the information. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where the gatekeeping comes in. That's a big form of gatekeeping, withholding information and, in a sense, grooming the youth, bruv, because you're basically tricking an artist out of their position by making them think that they need to rely on you when they don't, bro. That's a form of grooming. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, take that in, man. Like, Mike GLC's talking some real stuff, bruv. But let's keep going, man. Get in the comments also and let me know what you're thinking about that. Like, do you think that A&Rs and managers and all that job role, do you reckon that's like a fabricated job role? Do you believe that that's a job role now that ain't really needed in the music industry? Because like I said, technology now enables us to do it all ourselves. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just having the information to be able to do it. You get me? But get in the comments and let me know, guys. But let's keep going, man.
So I'm tired of that scenario. So I've said to myself, if we're going to do this, I'd rather the setup. In my head, I want something where you could get his song on his phone and in 2 clicks, it's distributed in the same way he would if he was with that distributor. That's it. And he receives his royalties and his payouts the same way.
Directly.
It's just nice and clean and simple.
Just imagine that, you know, a app literally, where an artist can literally pattern everything they need to pattern themselves without the manager and all the fabricated job roles that they make an artist believe they need. But let me ask you guys a question. Do you really think that that's the type of an app that would pass the line, like that would get, you know what I'm saying, that would get verified and okayed? Because you think, yeah, how many job roles would be lost because of an app like that? Do you think these big corporate music entities would let that happen? Do you get what I'm saying? Get in the comments and let me know what you think about that. But just imagine how much of a gem that would be to artists that are trying to get in the game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I stand by what I said, bro. You see, like a lot of these managers and that, the artists don't need them for the job roles that they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and that's a fact, bro. But I do believe that an artist is more than capable of patterning up their own career if only they've got the right information. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about information and knowledge, bruv. If you've got the information and knowledge, you can attain anything, bruv. But without the info and the knowledge, it's impossible. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what these guys hold tight. You know what I mean? They make you pay for every little piece of it. You know what I mean? And then even then, they still don't give you the parts that you need to actually make things happen. They just want to take your money. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day, man. Money with these people, you get me? But at the end of the day, can you wrong them? Get in the comments and let me know. Money makes the world go round at the end of the day, and no one don't want to be out here giving up their services for free. Do you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, I guess. But get in the comments and let me know, man. But let's keep going.
There's some, I can't remember what it's called, but I saw like, is it Jammer, JME and Scorcher, and there's something like that going on now. I don't want to.
They should be. And if
there's
there was,
something right now that I'm seeing.
I'd fully support that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
The middleman needs to be cut out now. Then there shouldn't be no middleman left. If a youth wants to distribute his own music, it should be him and a click of a button. Now, obviously, you have like the tune cores and what's the one, Dittos and all the others. But they're still kind of geared towards like a mass. Like we can release you mass. No, something where you can kind of just still have access to everything that you should still have access to if you're willing. Like if you're a computer programmer, as well as you know how to computer program is as much as you're going to be able to achieve.
Yeah.
That should be happening in music distribution. As much as you go and learn how to distribute your music, you should be able to achieve that. There shouldn't be situations in front of that are going to hinder you and stop you because now you need somebody else.
Yeah, I fully agree with that, man. Done with the middle, man. You get me? Done with these blood suckers, man. You get me? Preying on all these young and new artists, man. Off with their heads, bro. Simple things. Off with their heads. You get me? But no, I agree fully, man. Like, you should be able to reap the rewards of what you've learned and what you've ascertained. You should not be like, for example, if I went to college and I done a plumbing course and I finished my plumbing course and they say to me, right, here's your certificate, but to do this job, you need this guy to do this. But why wasn't what I've learned enough for me to do what I've done? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you've put in the work to learn, you should be able to achieve. Do you get it? Like, and that's not what's happening. It's the opposite, you know what I mean? People are putting in the work, but then all for someone else to come along and say, oh, you need me to do this, this, and this, but why is what I've done not enough? You know what I mean, bro? Like, yeah, man, I agree with it fully, man. There's a lot of people putting in work out here that are not reaping the rewards, bro, and not getting the recognition. And like I said, yeah, a couple of my other videos, bro, the best way to equivalate that is how black women are treated in the industry, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're not taken seriously, like they're walked over. You know what I mean? Like the work they've got to put in is a lot more than what a male artist has got to put in. And then even then, they still don't get the rewards. You could kind of like equivalate it to that. Do you get me? But get in the comments and let me know, man. Let me know what you guys think, especially music artists. I want to hear your point of view on this, man. And what they were saying about this app that might be already on the way, especially by the people who are doing it. You got Scorcher, I think she mentioned Scorcher, Jammer, JME, I can't remember who else she said, but those are free artists that are absolutely, well, especially Scorcher, JME, different type of brother. Trust me, bro. Study JME's blueprint, bro. This guy is a marketing genius, bro. Living marketing genius. Shout out to JME. And Jammer as well, man. But it's like Scorcher as well. These guys are like guys that are, they're banging the doors of these gatekeepers. You get me, bro? And they are actually kicking down doors. Shout out to Scorch, bro. He's doing big things right now. So it's that type of app sounds right coming from man them like them. If you understand what I'm saying, do you know what I'm saying? Because these are guys that don't like the gatekeeping thing. You get me? So yeah, man, I'm all with it, man. Shout out to Mike GLC, man. Shout out to Trina, Sit Podcast. I will be reacting to other parts of this podcast as well. So look out for them videos, man. It's been a pleasure, guys, man. You get me? You already know what time it is, man. Spill TV. Lock in or get locked out. Don't sleep on me.